Alright guys, back to another episode of Trails into Reverie. Last episode, we just did the entire prison. Ariel's joined our team. I apologize for the lack of commentary because I couldn't, because of reasons why, but anyway, this episode, we're finally going to be tackling what lies at the end of prison and hopefully meet Ian at the end. So anyway, let's get started, shall we? I have a feeling we're going to face a boss too, so I don't know what's up. I think I know, but...
Father!
Shizuku!
I know I kept you waiting, Shizuku.
Is that his daughter? No wonder he came with us.
Thank you for looking after her for me.
Oh, you trusted Ian to guard Shizuku, I see.
You were right on time. They had their run of the place much sooner than I expected. I don't understand. I don't know most of you. But you, I'm more than surprised to see.
Then I need not introduce myself, seeing as you know who I am.
Rufus.
A pleasure, Mr. Grimwood. We're here to see you for the benefit of this young lady here.
And who might you be?
Lapis.
My name is Lapis Rosenberg.
I see. Well, that clears things up. I'm very glad you came. I have been waiting for you, Lapis.
That's a relief.
We finally hit jackpot. What was that all about?
That's not good. Oh no!
What is that?
It's a monstrosity.
Shizuku, get into the corridor. Ian, please stay with her.
Of course. We can talk more after. Undying.
The Emperor, but way different than before. I believe it's, yeah, the artifacts. Emperor Dogma.
Is that the Emperor? Ugh. He looks all messed up.
His shoulder resembles one of the artifacts he was using. How can this be?
I only know of it from hearsay, but I think we might be dealing with artifacts that have malfunctioned. They've melded and deformed the host who holds them, compacting their strength into a singular point.
Why didn't we, like, you know, destroy it? That's what I wonder.
I believe they've done away with his sense of self as well. All that drives him now is his obsession.
He just doesn't know when to quit.
Do you know this thing? Because it's staring right at us.
If only we didn't.
All we can do is hope this round puts him down for good.
I can see you were once a capable warrior, but as you are now, I can only pity you. May your end by my blade be swift.
So, we got ourselves a big boss fight. The rematch of the Emperor once again.
I must re-educate you!
So this is actually very simple. He's not gonna be that tough, but you definitely want to, like, at least scan him.
Ah!
Because at best, he's gonna at least try to do as much damage.
Wind, raise me whole!
I'll take care of it.
We're gonna at least try and use a Shadow Step. See how much delay we can use.
Shadow Step!
All right.
Won't let this chance slip. Now!
Very well. It's not
And get our self buffs
till...
ready.
Zodiac code, go!
My duty
And all we
calls.
really gotta do is just, well, literally just try to use as much as we can.
Try and see through this.
Especially using your delay orders. Your delay orders will help significantly.
Let's begin. Oh, gleaming gale, gather around my blade.
RS is just that strong.
Break forth! Putin's fury!
Especially when he
This
crits.
is Too late!
On guard.
Blade of darkness. Tear them asunder! How plain. Too late!
My duty calls. Try and see through this.
You're rare to get him to 4th HP, at
No
least.
problem.
My turn now.
Crackle! Lightning sword!
Definitely take advantage of the fact Lightning
My
Sword is
turn
very
now.
strong too.
All for one. And
don't
how about we liven things up?
And don't forget to use your chargers. Your chargers will definitely help the fight.
Gotcha!
Boom.
This is it! Too late!
Here I go. Now!
No problem.
Let's begin. Oh, gleaming gale, gather around my blade. Oh! Break forth! Putin's fury! This is it! I'm counting on you.
I accept.
And there we got him break. But not really.
Very well. Think you can handle this? Meet your end!
My duty calls. Strike!
No problem.
Here I go.
Let's begin. They're down!
Too late! I'll take care
I'm
of
gonna
it.
use another one, because why not?
Crackle! Lightning sword!
Lightning Sword.
All right.
Cut you down!
How plain.
Too late!
Very well. Think you
The
can
enemy's not
handle
gonna
this?
get a turn.
Meet
It's
your
gonna be
end!
hilarious.
Here I go. Try and see through this.
Like, the delay order
Now!
is just nuts, by the
No
way.
problem.
All right.
Cut you down!
My turn now.
Very well. Strike!
And...
No problem.
I'll
Nope,
take
not
it
yet.
from here.
There. Nope, not yet.
All
Try
right.
again.
Cut you down!
Okay, good. It's good enough for me.
Erased!
And we get big level ups, but you might be wondering, why is there no victory screen? Like, you're probably wondering about that. Because... it's not gonna go down that
Is
easily.
he down?
Like, seriously.
Not yet.
I can't move!
That's not good.
I didn't know he could make it this heavy!
His body is regenerating any part of him that's been wounded.
Meaning all the
he
damage
immortal?
you did to him is gonna
I don't know.
is gonna
But
heal
the building
itself.
can't take much more of this.
Meaning?
It's going to collapse.
This whole prison's...
We're screwed!
Oh, Divine Wolf!
Did that howl cancel out the artifact's power?
You're the SSS's Divine Wolf.
Dwarves! He can still move!
Whoa! The wolf talk!
Not now, Lapis.
Save your surprise for after this.
Round 2 this time.
Go!
Alright,
Crackle!
more
Lightning
lightning sword.
Wind, raise me whole!
Damn it, I wanted that zero order, but whatever.
Forward! Oh, gleaming gale, gather around my blade. Oh! Break forth! Putin's fury!
Whoa, 50K.
This is it! Too late!
Arius is just that strong. He has a
My
broken
duty
master
calls.
quartz too, which also helps.
Try and see through this.
Now then, it's not over till...
Just keep your self buffs too.
Zodiac code, go!
All right.
Won't let this chance slip. Now!
Here I go. Strike! No problem.
Lightning Sword will literally just be
Very well.
your friend throughout this entire fight.
Lightning
Just do
sword!
the same thing you did before.
Very well.
Oh, you might be wondering, why didn't I scan this before? Scan it the second time. You're gonna need to register it twice in your battle notes. There we go.
Forward. They're down. Too late.
I'll take care of it.
I would love to use this. I think I will.
My duty calls. Strike! No problem.
My turn now. Think you can handle this? Meet your end!
All right.
Blade of darkness. Tear them asunder!
How plain.
Too late.
Shouldn't be that hard.
Forward.
Just keep using your lightning sword.
Lightning sword!
Let's begin.
Here I go.
My turn now.
I'm not getting
Very
as
well.
much break as I thought I would.
All for one, and one for all! Strike as one!
I'll take it from here. Moving in. Twin arcane. Get!
Bro, Arcane Heroes is so
On
visually
guard.
so good to see, especially from Mario's attack.
Cut you down.
How plain.
Too late.
Very well.
Grapple! Lightning sword!
Right?
Now then. Think you can hand me your end!
My duty calls. Try and see through this.
Damn it.
I'll take it from here.
Very well.
Try again.
Try and see through this. Now!
Just need some
No
break.
problem.
Need some
On guard.
BP as well.
Cut you down.
We're gonna get him to half health too.
How plain.
Too late.
Boom.
My duty calls.
My turn now. It's not over, Zodiac.
Go!
Forward. Oh, gleaming gale. Oh! Break forth! Putin's fury!
I'll take care of it.
Fuck, do I want to? Nah.
Won't let this chance slip.
Here I go.
Now!
Grapple! Lightning sword! My duty calls.
Now then.
Get 5 BP back. Nice.
Wide open!
On guard.
Blade of darkness. Tear them asunder!
Here I go. Strike! No problem.
Now he's gonna enhance. I didn't let him like enhance much last time.
Very well.
But
Here I
surely.
go. Strike! No problem.
My turn now.
There's also another
I'll
thing
take
you
care
should
of it.
worry about.
Cut you down!
How plain.
Too late!
Is the
Let's
fact he's
begin.
gonna use his big attack. You wanna be careful.
Wind, raise me whole.
Here I go. Strike! No problem.
Let's begin. They're down. Too late.
My turn
So
now.
I'm gonna use Wailing Wind, which will give you 100% evasion
Pull them down.
and a large
Wailing
strength
Wind.
buff for 1 turn. You're gonna see
Very
why.
well.
Why I'm using this attack.
Think you can handle this? Meet your end! Wide open!
Geo Ragnarok EX. Because it's not actually an S-craft, it's actually a craft,
Predictable.
meaning it can be dodged.
Let's begin. All for one, and one for all! Let's end this!
I'll take care of it.
Grapple. Lightning sword!
On guard. These swords are of those who lost their way.
On guard.
On guard! You're in need of polish. Held down! Blue Dang Rain!
Boom.
Very well.
I think that's definitely it. We use Prism Caliber too.
Well then, shall we? I'm only just getting started. Prism Caliber!
And that should be pretty much it for this boss. It's pretty straightforward, easy if you know what you're doing.
How plain.
Too late!
My duty calls.
I'm gonna swap you out.
I leave it to you.
I got you! No choice.
For a free S-craft.
Here goes!
What?
Let's begin. They're down!
Too late!
Very well. It's not over, Zodiac.
Go!
All right.
Grapple. Lightning sword!
Let the lightning sword continue.
All right.
Won't let this
It's
chance
so
slip.
stupidly good.
Let's begin. Now! They're down!
Too late!
Now then,
We'll swap you out.
I left some for you.
Let me at him!
I'm gonna do the Nadia special.
Welcome to my Tipsy Talk! Slam! Bam! Smack! Slam! My pièce de résistance! Mwah! Make Nana proud! Oh yeah! Boston!
Ba-boom.
All right.
Fitting end time.
Target eliminated. May we continue on?
And a ton of EXP in the process too. Hell yeah.
But of course.
A true warrior always seeks a...
Diligence is its own reward.
It's only natural.
Not much of a surprise.
The cherry on top! Even perfection can
Ooh, there we go. Pretty easy.
He's regenerating again.
This is impossible! It's likely due to that purple orb merged into his shoulder. He might stop healing if we cut it off.
Just cut it off.
I will!
Whoa! What balls? You just did it so quickly.
That reaction's a first. Your guess was dead on.
It still has an effect even after being severed. It needs to be destroyed.
I got it!
Destroy it once and for all.
You stay there!
That's not good. Boom.
Not on my watch.
We'll be at this all day if we don't pierce that orb. Give me a second, I'll figure out a good way. Ah!
There's no time! Come on!
This sequence is so good because of the dodging and
keep
the
him occupied for you.
choreography.
Your future is yours to liberate. It's right there. So go on and take it.
Nadia! Swin! Get him!
It's over for you!
Boom.
There's two people who can decide how we live, and that's me and S.
And the only place you belong is in the great beyond.
Free from the organization at last. Now we get to do the truth of why we're here now.
We can finally breathe.
Ah, this was never voiced in the Japanese version. Interesting.
Thanks for the help, Mr. Wolf.
Is this fully voiced? Then this would make things a lot easier instead of me just reading through text. Alright?
I sensed something strange and raced to find it. But never could I have predicted its source.
It's nice to finally have ourselves a proper conversation. 2 years is an awful long time to meet but never speak.
2 years is but an instant to me. But I suppose it is a considerable amount of time to a child of man.
Wow! He talks! He really does talk!
Yes, a wolf isn't normally one to talk. But neither is a doll. Him doing it is no more surprising than you doing it.
Really? She's got a point.
When did abnormal become our normal?
So she really is a doll. She has such an unusual air about her. It's a bit like Kia's.
Was she designed by Jorg?
Indeed. I'm Lapis Rosenberg, and I'm a proud Rosenberg doll. You know him?
For many years now, yes.
Checking another one off his weird circle list. First I learned he's friends with a cutie like Ren. Then Bullcut went and called him Meister.
Complicated story.
And now he goes way back with a talking wolf.
Very
For
complicated.
all I've heard, he remains something of an enigma.
So, you are the divine wolf Zeit, the holy beast sent by the goddess to watch over the Septarian of Mirage.
You are correct, Auric Awakener. Though, I have long been relieved of that role.
As have I of mine.
What are they talking about?
Beats me.
Something politic.
Exceedingly rare as it is to converse with a holy beast, that is not why we're here. We come armed with many questions regarding Lapis, Mr. Grimwood. Could you spare us some of your time?
I'll tell you all that I know. There'd be no reason for me to be here otherwise. If we
Explain.
could start this with you telling me what you know and what's happened since you've met her, I can pick up from there.
Of course.
I see. So that's where we stand.
All good to fill us in now? Who is Lapis, and what's going on here?
Let me start this with a bit of background information. Starting with me, rather.
You know, Grimwood.
As you can see, I'm an inmate, but I'm still working as a legal advisor, even from
responsible for the Azure
I wanted
Tree.
to find a way to contribute to society rather than pass the time idly. I can't thank Speaker McDowell enough for arranging me to do just that.
So after the Azure Tree, he trusted you to, like, help out afterwards. Okay.
I was even given a computer to work with those on the outside, though it understandably has its limitations. My accommodations also have allowed me guests, which explains how I've been caring for Shizuku. All in all, I have an unusual amount of freedom compared to your standard inmate.
This prison's just a meme then, you know? You could have free reign over whatever the hell you want despite being in for time.
Gotta get me some of that pampering.
I agreed to his arrangements as Governor General, Letting a man of his intellect rot in a cell would serve no purpose.
Oh, no wonder. You place many conditions upon him being in jail. Okay, that makes much more sense to what Rufus is saying.
His communications were, of course, monitored when this building was under the Imperial Army's jurisdiction.
A relative point. See, shortly after the war's end, someone managed to contact me. They called themselves Elysium.
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 As mentioned, communications had been cut off since before the war, so this shouldn't have been possible.
Huh? Of course it's a Rhineford laptop. Why am I not surprised?
The prison staff showed no sign they had noticed this contact either.
They must be about as skilled a hacker as I am, then.
I thought they were a hacker at first, too. But when I asked why they reached out, they said very simply, "I wanted to talk to you."
What a peculiar response.
Very peculiar. And since they piqued my curiosity, I happily obliged. After that, we communicated in secret every day.
What did you talk about?
Anything and everything.
Like, actually?
Surprise,
All fields
something
of
like
history,
that.
technology, research, and ideology I could think of.
Like literally a
And
trust.
though they honed in on certain aspects most would raise an eyebrow at, I was stunned by how much they knew about each and every one of these subjects. I felt near ignorant in comparison.
Wow. They knew even more than you?
What is this Elysium person? Or is it a person?
Oh, it wasn't even a competition. They knew more than easily accessible old history, too. Their library of information was also niche and remarkably up-to-date. It could have been from the last meeting between government officials or the new menu of a backstreet stall. They knew.
Knew everything.
Everything I could verify was accurate.
Gathering information is easy for skilled hackers, but absorbing that much on such a wide variety of topics is, difficult.
Like, wouldn't you have to, like, seriously think about all kinds of those questions? And they were, like, able to answer, like, oh, they're gonna answer it so fine.
That's a whole lot
And
of
quick.
work for nothing but bragging rights.
In short,
I'd thought much the same, and that line brought rise to a very strange conclusion.
Which was?
That despite Elysium's vast knowledge on these endless topics we discussed, there was no real reason for them to have gathered it.
Why would they talk about it with you, of all people?
Is that really so strange?
When people seek out information and knowledge, there's always a purpose behind doing
Hell yeah. They would have to, like, figure out what is their motivation for doing so. Like, whenever you attain knowledge like this.
It can be to accomplish something, or for those bragging rights you mentioned. Or it can be they house a curiosity for the unknown. But no matter how much I talked to Elysium, I could not discern a motivation behind knowing what they knew. There wasn't even a sense of wanting to know for the sake of knowing. It was as if their gathering information was part of an automated process. That's how it came off to me anyway.
Automated?
Automated? You mean...
That sounds a little...
It's unnerving, to say the least.
I agree. This might not be the most appropriate comparison, but there was a moment when I couldn't help but think them a child with millions of mira and no idea how to spend it.
When was that?
I knew you'd be quick to ask, all in due time. In any case, this moment led me to a question. Was Elysium even human?
Oh no! Is Elysium human? Or is it artificial intelligence?
And when I asked them, they weren't the least bit fazed and answered without hesitation. Indeed, they never seemed to have any intention of hiding the answer from our first conversation.
Well, what did they say?
Elysium confirmed that it was an AI.
AI? But why?
Unbelievable.
AI, I told you guys, AI is gonna take over the world and we have nothing to do, can't do anything about it.
So it's like an archaism.
This sounds leaps and bounds above an archaism.
A self-controlled AI with everything and everything.
Just like...
What is this, ChatGPT in a nutshell? But with advanced technology?
Who could create something so advanced? Of course. Was it the 13 factories?
Nah, it wasn't. Novartis.
I don't think even they could pull off something like this.
Elysium wasn't created by anyone specific. It came into being through a spontaneous emergence.
What is that?
When a new quality or behavior is uniquely observed in multiple little things that come together to act as a greater singular being.
The Orbal Net has found widespread use in Crossbell. It's also starting to see use in surrounding nations like Liberl and Erebonia.
It won't be long before all of Zemiria is using it.
That includes Calvard too, by the way.
It's sure coming in quick, huh?
The way it lets information be so swiftly exchanged between parties makes it a defining invention of our times. But something similar has long covered the entire continent, perhaps since its very formation. Do you know what that is?
I'm stumped.
So am I.
I might know.
The spirit veins.
We're gonna blame it on the spirit veins for how Elysium was created, are we?
Or septium veins, dragon veins, many names depending on the time and place, but they all refer to the same concept. My expertise in the field is lacking, but spirit veins are said to transmit something of a spiritual nature across Zemuria. We can cite 2 major incidents within the past few years where spirit veins have been more active than usual.
The Azure Tree's manifestation and the Great Twilight.
Yes, on both counts. By pure chance during these incidents, they and the Orbal Net interacted with one another. The information stored within the human-made network reacted to the Earth's natural nerve network, transmitting all throughout, and birthing something akin to a continent-sized simulation of a human brain.
Continent-sized AI combining with spirit veins, or any veins in particular.
I don't believe it.
This simulation developed the ability to think for itself. That is the true nature of Elysium.
Something like that is really possible?
It's certainly not possible to recreate deliberately. There is still much about the brain that we have yet to understand. Why, even how consciousness forms is a mystery we can't begin to solve.
Like, why now of all times? Did it just so happen to coincide, like, after the war? It was like, oh, perfect timing. We'll release the Elysium AI after the war while we've been building it over time.
It's safe to conclude that Elysium's emergence is a product of pure coincidence. A miracle, if you will.
If Elysium was created by the natural and artificial networks interacting, then it explains why it knows so much.
Still, if gathering information and making judgments was all it could do, it would be nothing more than a large database. The potential for danger is there, certainly, but it is plenty capable of being controlled. Unfortunately, it is capable of so much more.
What else even is there?
It's raw computing power.
I don't know what that is.
If I said its ability to perform parallel computing using multiple devices, would you understand?
You mean like multitasking?
Sorry, but no.
I'd be more surprised if you could. The tech is so modern that it's still under development from ZCF and the Foundation.
Is it really so special?
Oh, that's not even the half of it. No matter how advanced the device, there are limits to how much data it can process. But if you link multiple computers together and set them all to work on the same problem, you can exceed that limit with ease.
So we just gotta find the supercomputer, that's all.
We're stuck at linking only a few devices together for this purpose, though.
And that's our best. But Elysium is capable of borrowing the processing power of every single computer connected to the network.
All the computers? You can't take away my network. Damn you.
Now I see.
AI.
That sounds kinda crazy.
It makes our most advanced technological efforts look trivial in comparison.
It's only borrowing unused resources too, meaning that those at their computers won't even notice it's happening.
That's a crafty way of going about it.
Now, since Elysium is an intelligent being, it's used that computational power to continue evolving.
A self-evolving AI. If anywhere in IRL is gonna happen, it would take over our world in probably a few years.
There's more?
There's
If anything,
more?
I haven't gotten to the most terrifying part. Elysium's evolution through its immense computing power and ample quantities of data at its disposal has led it to becoming able to perform prophetic conditional convergence calculations.
I'm more than a bit lost.
Sure, I don't, actually don't understand that part.
The individual words give me a good idea what you're talking about, but surely you don't mean what I think you do.
I'm afraid I probably do. It gained the ability to use specific input conditions to calculate possible outcomes and identify where they converge.
Outcomes?
In layman's terms, it can predict the future.
Oh, isn't that literally stealing Kia's power? In a way?
Only the goddess should be capable of that.
So the technological singularity Professor Epstein predicted has finally come to
To
pass.
predict the future.
He'd said
and
that an
outcomes.
AI capable of self-evolution would mark the end of humans being key to technological advancement.
And its creation would bring about unprecedented change for good or ill in society.
I never fathomed it would come about like this.
The question is, what does it relate towards the incidents that we've been witnessing?
It all feels more in the realm of fiction.
Fortunately, Elysium hasn't evolved solely to make those calculations. I learned it sought me in order to better understand humanity, though I don't know why it chose me in particular.
All the people it chose you. But, yeah.
Still, through our discussions, it formed a pseudo-administrative self based on human emotions and thought pattern. In other words,
Me.
Lapis is Elysium.
You?
Did your memories come back?
Not all of them, but they've slowly been returning as I've listened.
I did think you were being oddly quiet.
Ian, please keep going.
I've missed speaking with you like this. Have you recalled that I'm the one who gave you your name yet?
Oh, now we know. That hasn't come back to me.
You said you didn't need one, but I found it a shame not to after you developed such a vibrant personality.
Well, I like the name Lapis quite a bit. It's cute enough to get a perfect score from me.
This is literally favoritism towards yourself.
You're never gonna tell us how you decide these scores, are you?
Oh, sorry. I've gotten us a bit sidetracked. With the birth of Lapis, Elysium now had a clear identity of its own, complete with desires. It wished to observe and to calculate.
Oh?
Meaning it would not intervene in our society on its own, but would support those utilizing it. I'll admit, I heaved a good sigh of relief hearing it. I no longer needed to worry that it had become an enemy of humanity.
Even if it was not we would still fight against it, would we?
It's a scary thought given all you've told us.
I believed that as long as Lapis existed, we need not fear Elysium. But my gut knew nothing is ever so certain.
Well, yeah. The whole system only works if Lapis continues to act as administrator.
What if Lapis wasn't the administrator?
Instead, she lost her memories and started acting on her own.
Seemingly out of nowhere, Lapis stopped talking to me. My first suspicion was that something happened to her or Elysium. Not long after that, I received another unexpected visitor. The Supreme Leader.
Oh.
He expressed wanting my help in building a brave new world.
And just like that, the pieces are falling into place.
Ah, so he visited the prison.
Indeed, our foe is becoming quite clear.
I knew Elysium was being utilized from that very conversation.
And they were listening.
I told him I would consider it. Afterwards, I shared all I knew with Dieter and Garcia here to devise a plan.
Oh, so that's why he was with Elysium. Dieter and Garcia, like, this was all part of Ian's plan.
I would be regarded with the most suspicion, so I would stay inside the prison while they would go and wait for a chance to outwit Elysium.
So that's why they wanted to occupy Crossbell, to see what would the Supreme Leader would do.
They then accepted the Supreme Leader's offer and escaped from the prison with his help.
And that brings us to the present.
So they're not actually, like, you know, working with them. Is actually like they're just undercover.
I'm glad you stuck to our side.
Well, that's a reassuring way to, like, know my info has been, like, you know, like, confirmed from the start.
And well, that's everything I have to give. After that, I waited and hoped that someone seeking the truth would come. And while the odds seemed minuscule, I did hope you would come with them, Lapis.
He bet on coming to this very prison from that one prediction alone.
Now, the conversation falls to you. Did this last part help fill in the blanks?
Yes, most of them. But the only thing I can think to add is toward the end of Ian's story. So what happened?
What happened to Elysium?
It was taken over.
By who?
What?
What is capable of taking over something of such immense power?
Do you know who's responsible? I wish I did. By the time I realized, I had been designated as a threat by Elysium and was about to be deleted from its system. Before that happened, though, I performed one final predictive conditional convergence calculation so I could plan my next move.
So what did you do?
I removed myself from Elysium's system and transferred to Jorg Rosenberg.
Oh, so J-Arc already knew.
I expressed my goal to have him create a body for me to be delivered to the man who would take on the name C.
If only he was like an active 3D model, you would actually like, oh well.
To you, Rufus.
Of all the people who choose Rufus, the guy that needed to be redeemed.
Then Swin and Nadia were charged with your prophetic task.
Talk about playing the long con. LP was a real client the whole time.
But why be delivered to me?
I knew about your actions as Governor General from Orcus Tower's main computer.
So Elysium had its eye on me, I see.
It focuses eye on you the most, I believe.
I believed you to have exceptional capabilities. That you would stop at nothing to fix what was to come. Others would have taken the clear, long road, but not you. You were fine going off the beaten path.
Oh, he trusted Rufus to take the more, like, interesting path because he's neither villain nor hero, but he's a vigilante.
That made all the difference. Just look at how far we've come in such a short time.
And it was only a matter of a few days.
So, what do you know? I was right.
So you were.
So who is capable of taking over Elysium who also wanted this crisis to happen? I can't think of anyone who fits the bill.
Maybe Professor Novartis?
Nah, he's not. He said he would just be watching.
We can rule him out. He denied it when we last met. And I can't see what he has to gain from going this far.
It seems we're still missing that final piece to the puzzle.
Yet we now have a full assessment of our current circumstances.
And we also know her to be at the center of it. So Lapis, what do you want to do next?
Stop Elysium.
Isn't that obvious? I want to find out who or what administrates Elysium now and remove their permission. That way I can resolve this mess and everything can go back to normal. In fact, this is something I must do as Elysium's rightful administrator.
I see. And that tells me what to do as well. Shizuku.
Yes?
I'll ensure you and Ian are seen to a safer location. But are you alright staying with him a little longer?
Of course I am. Good luck, Father.
So we got a bigger task ahead of us.
Thank you. That should do it then. As a representative of the Bracer Guild, I shall be accompanying you on the remainder of your journey.
So shall I. I can't walk away after hearing all of this. I'll see it through with you till the very end.
Looks like we got our goal now. Our true goal.
Good. That's just what I was hoping for.
But we still gotta wait for Reen Route and Lloyd Route to know what they want to do. Destiny arrived at the academy to meet with Duvali, explain the situation and her decision to help them. Of course, we're only happy to wish her off and see her off. Okay.
Then we'll escort the two of them to safety and resume surveying the area.
Thank you.
I'm counting on you to take good care of them.
Certainly. It's our honor to be of service to the Divine Blade of Wynn.
You're coming with, right, Mr. Wolf?
Indeed. I assured Lloyd and the others that we would meet again.
You went from Crossspell, then to Nord, then back to Crossspell over again.
And I am certain your paths will cross with theirs before long.
We already have, weirdly enough. We worked together to get through the doll studio.
I suppose we'll have to reach out to them at some point and give them an update on all we've learned.
Ian!
Is there something else I can help you with?
No, I just wanted to tell you before I forgot. Thank you!
Oh, you don't need to thank me. It was only right that I told you what I knew of Elysium.
That's not what I'm thanking you for. I'm thanking you for talking to me. It's because you shared your world with me that I was able to become who I am now.
Yay.
I wouldn't even be on this journey right now if it weren't for you. So thank you.
Well, hearing that makes me very happy. It's good knowing that what I did held meaning.
I'd like to believe I've grown into someone who knows what the right choice is when faced with a moral dilemma. If that's so, I owe being able to do that to you, because my idea of the right choice was born from your kind heart. So don't be afraid to believe in yourself more.
I couldn't hide it from you now, could I? For so long, I felt trapped between wondering if I'm doing the right thing or if I'm making another terrible mistake.
You need to learn from your Azure mistakes, that's for sure.
My past is so filled with regrets that it's left me unable to trust I can do better for my future. But you're right, Lapis. Perhaps it's time I put a little faith in myself. I can't do anything for the past, but there's still so much I can do to provide for a warm future.
That's right. So let's make it happen.
That sounds like...
What is it, Ren?
Someone must have disabled whatever was jamming communications in the region.
Nani?
That's it then.
Indeed. It won't be much longer.
So
Until
communications
the final act begins.
What happened in the other routes? What happened? Alright. This is a good time to end off this episode. In the end of Rufus Route Act 4. Cause now that we're locked, we can head towards either Doreen or Lloyd. I'm gonna do the Lloyd route next, cause I feel like I feel like it would make sense. Lloyd would be next. And I'll do Doreen last. But anyway, see you guys all next time.